good. How y'all doing? What's going on? DL Hugley got more stuff to say. You guys know it's been a lot going on. DL Hugley said this is all over. Monique Husband being alleged to be gay. Yeah, that's what it's all over. It always got to be some gay stuff, right? All right, so what happened was, and DL's going to tell the whole story, Monique wanted to come on his show, on the DL Hugley show. DL Hugley wasn't there, so Monique went there with DL Hugley co-host. Now, Monique, you shouldn't have never went there. If the main man ain't there, then you shouldn't go. And DL Hugley now, girl, he's talking about he regret inviting you to the show. He said you was begging and begging to be on his show because he really didn't F with you no way. But honey, Monique kept on saying, my baby, my baby, my brother, my brother. So he had a weak spot. So he allowed her to come on the show, but he was not there. Now, DL Hugley, they always play this game. Would you do this or would you do that? Would you do this or would you rather do that? Okay? So it's always some crazy stuff to make it entertaining. So they asked Monique in the game that she said she wanted to play. They asked her, "Well, you want to play a game? Would you rather?" She said, yeah. She didn't realize, though, she was going to ask this question. And the reason why they asked the question, Monique goes around here telling everybody that she have threesomes and they got an open relationship and their open marriage is the best. And then people have this idea that her husband like men as well. So people have all that in their mind and they think, well, Monique is such an open book. She wouldn't mind. So they asked Monique, they said, would you rather for your husband to be sleeping with Lee Daniels? Girl, would you rather for your husband to be sleeping with Lee Daniels? Girl, now you know she felt some type of way about that. And you know, a lot of women feel a type of way about their man being seen as gay in the public limelight. She was very offended by that. And she said, oh, I'm telling my brother DL on you, honey. Ooh. Monique thought she was going to do something. You thought he was going to do something. So Monique called DL and was like, DL. And she said DL already knew because the co-host warned DL that Monique about to call you. And DL took his co-host side because he got a better relationship with them. He see them people every day. He works with those people. But Monique, for some reason, I don't know why she thinks she would have a close relationship with DL. I guess because they both celebrities but I don't know why. But anyway, honey, she said she called DL. DL was like, yes. Okay, like, girl, what? Okay, girl, what do you want? And she said they played that game and they talked about my gay husband and they say he was gay and they put it on a podcast. Take it down. Take it down. Take it down. My husband ain't gay. Why would you play like that? Why would you say that about my husband? And DL, he would say, child, that's the game we play. It was a game. They didn't say your husband was gay. They just said, would you rather for your husband to sleep with Lee Daniels, which is another man, or would you rather for him to mess around with another chick? Okay, that was a whore. Okay, and he said it was nothing wrong with it because they always play that game. It's just that Monique, she was very sensitive to the game and she didn't like it. So Monique said, take it down. I'm going to give you a cease or desist. That's where all this came up from. Honey, DL Hugley did not like that cease and desist. He felt threatened. He felt like you trying to come in my establishment and tell me how to run shop and how to do things. We always played that game and nobody had an issue with it in the past. We have talked and asked women before, would you rather for your man to sleep with another man or a transgender or whatever? And it's never nothing. But Monique felt like that joke and just saying that is out of line when it deals with gays and all this stuff. And she just felt like gays, you don't play with it. Don't joke about it because there's nothing funny about it. Okay. All right. So, honey, after that, next thing you know, Monique was on tour, or she came out talking about DL Hugley and his daughters and stuff. Cause you guys know DL Hugley, honey. He came out here. He was in a vulnerable state and he thought he was in a safe space. The black community is not a safe space. He told the world that he got a best friend friend, and his best friend was allegedly sleeping with his daughter. His daughter told him, your best friend's sleeping with me. And he did not believe his daughter. He believed his best friend because he was so cool, right? Right. So now, years later, he regrets believing his best friend. So everybody know about this. So she took that moment. She weaponized it. She went on stage and she says, oh, you weak. How could your wife sleep with you and you allowed that to happen to your daughter? Okay. And D.L. Hugley say, what? I know you didn't just go there. I know you just didn't go there. Oh my God. And honey, it's been going on ever since. Let's play this. Let's give me my like, shares, and subscribe and comment, y'all. Check this out. Check it out.
All right. I'm taking time to respond to Monique again. She made another greasy ass video with her daddy. We kind of relitigating some of the stuff she said on Club Shay Shay, where she talked about how she was on the show and somebody, they played a game, Would You Rather? And I guess she felt like they insulted her husband's sexuality, which is interesting because she can always talk shit about everybody else's sexuality. But I guess her husband's sacrosanct. He's off limits. But a hit dog will bark unless his mouth is full. But she talked about, well, she didn't actually call her lawyer. Who the fuck would be afraid of your lawyer? Your lawyer, you mean the lawyer that did your contract? That lawyer, the lawyer from the firm of Negro, from Ghetto, Got Him and Gone, that lawyer? Who the fuck afraid of him? He couldn't get your name right on the ticket. He gonna get it right on a legal document. It didn't happen because we decided it shouldn't happen. You didn't need to, because we respect people. We don't have to do things for clicks. They took it off because you asked me to, because I respected you at the time. You also talked about how I disrespect you on so many platforms. But you have this impeccable memory where you can tell to the degree, well, who did what to you and why and what happened, where you were. But you can't pull up one time on any platform that I said anything about you at all because you know you're lying. You got that piece of paper and that big ass memory, but you can't pull one up. My biggest mistake is saying yes to you. I should have said no when you you couldn't come on my radio show. I should have said no that I wasn't playing those dates with you. As a matter of fact, almost anybody who says yes to you at some point is in this milieu with you. Almost anybody. So I would suggest anybody out there, you can say yes to drugs, but say no to Monique. You talked about how my children, families are off limits. They weren't when you were running across Vegas. The stage in Detroit. They weren't when you talking shit on social media. When you got your ass whipped and your tickets dropped, then they became off limits. But let's do this. Let's decide that you will treat my children like you treat yours, like you don't know them, invisible, like you have no relationship with them, like you're estranged. You're unfamiliar, like you don't know them. You also intimated that I was a coward. You know what I'd never do? I would never let my woman take care of me.
Ooh.
I would never let my woman get evicted from her apartment. I would never let my woman have to ask another man for money. I'd never do that. Can your old man say the same? He loves you. Of course he got to.
Oh, girl, did y'all hear that? Everybody is talking about that. Honey, Monique Husband they got evicted. Not only did they get evicted, honey, but he's been borrowing money from other men because he don't got no job. He take all the money from Monique, honey, and that's her daddy manager, girl. Ooh-wee! Did you comment? What do y'all think about that? Should we talk about this on a live tonight? Check this out.
Let's say that you claim him on your taxes. He's a dependent. He's sitting there with you right now. And everything. Because it ain't like he does anything else. But you never address the salient point. I said that if you spent as much time writing your Netflix special as you did arguing about getting it, it wouldn't have been trash. It was. I didn't say it. I defy anybody out there. Stop listening to me. Watch it. Read the reviews. Read the reviews. You begged for something. You made valid points that women are underpaid, that they're not valued. That's absolutely right. So you would think that when you got a chance to do something that you could argue for, you'd be up for the challenge, but you shit the bed because you never are ready for it, because all you ever do is complain about what you don't have. You're never ready for the moment because you're always living in the past. I said it. If you spend half of your time doing as opposed to talking about who didn't do for you and what they did for you, you'd be a lot further along. You wouldn't be evicted. You wouldn't be working for your man. You wouldn't be asking other comics for money. So you got all the ingredients. Take that piece of paper that you're running down the list with and that pen that you got and that daddy sits next to you, and do what you can't do what you never do. Write a fucking joke. All right, I'm taking time to respond to Monique again. She made an
All right, honey, comment. Let us know what you got to think about that. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon tonight. All right?